It's Thanksgiving, or almost Thanksgiving, and basically it's when your family comes together and you fight about things, and then the men go off and watch football, and I don't know what the women do because I'm a man, so I'm always in the den. I think pretty much down the line, every single aspect of the traditional Thanksgiving experience needs to be corrected in some way. So when I was growing up and we had Thanksgiving, my family was so scared of fighting that we just sit around the table and make totally banal small talk. That's what I remember, is just sitting around a table, even as like an 8-year-old, and be like, why the fuck are we talking about? Like the weather, or because I'm from Philadelphia, the Eagles. We would eat our turkey that the women folk made, the stuffing, turkey, gravy, cranberry sauce. Then the men would remove themselves to the den to watch football, and the women folk would hang out in the kitchen and clean up. The other thing that would happen is we would make all these arts and crafts at school about like how the Native Americans helped the Pilgrims and how it was this like love fest. It wasn't a happy story. There were no happy Native Americans and happy Puritans and some sort of love fest. That was a genocide. Now, you don't have to talk about it as a genocide to a 5, 6, or 7-year-old. That's probably not appropriate. But maybe one thing to do is to pivot it away from this myth and into celebrating the seasons or celebrating the harvest. Those things are true. They do happen. Time flies. The seasons change. It's a beautiful story. In my house, I want my whole family to be part of the cooking experience. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to let my 5-year-old carve the turkey, but it means that I'm going to find tasks that are appropriate and engaging for every member of the family, male and female. Like, if we're trying to raise empowered women and responsible men, why subscribe to outdated gender norms? Men watching football in the den and women segregated in the domestic sphere of the kitchen. That is an outdated division of labor, which isn't reflective of my values, certainly. And finally, fighting at the table. Look, the whole point, I think, of family isn't just to sit around the table and make small talk. It's to be able to engage in deep, sometimes divisive issues, have difficult conversations, and know that you have the warmth and the support and love of your family. We write so many articles about how not to fight with your family, and generally the whole idea is like, how to have a conflict-free Thanksgiving. But to be honest, I'm not looking for a conflict-free Thanksgiving. I'm looking for a real Thanksgiving where I can experience the joy, sometimes the frustration, but the ultimate redemption in having a family. Maybe the only thing that I would keep from my traditional Thanksgiving growing up is I think it's a beautiful idea to give thanks for food, for family, for friends. But there's no reason that should happen only one day a year. Every day, every meal, every moment is an opportunity to give thanks. How do you feel about your traditions? What would you change? What would you keep? Let us know. And happy Thanksgiving.